Hey there, Leo, and welcome to your week of February 14th, 2022 general tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your energy coming into this week, some challenges you might be facing, as well as some potential outcomes for you, and we're going to clarify all those and then tie everything off with an oracle card at the end of the video. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Of course, cross-watchers are welcome too. Just know that the energies get a little mixed up when you're cross-watching, and of course, these are general readings, so it may not all click with you, and if it doesn't all click with you, it's just not part of your message, so try not to force it into anything. Here we got, for your energy, Leo, we got the Hermit, the Page of Cups, and the Lovers here. Really good energy here. I like this a lot. This is almost as if you're finding maybe what you kind of want in a relationship here. Maybe kind of really discovering what your ideal person kind of looks like. And I don't mean that in a physical way, of course. I mean the person themselves, like their soul. Like, what does that person look like? Are they reliable? Are they funny? Do they like this, that? What kind of things do they really like? You know, the real deep stuff, not the surface level stuff here. Hello, Journey. As we hey, my friend here coming in to see what's going on. Hopefully you didn't rattle things too much here. Oh geez, you're getting a little too into it here, buddy. All right, I'm gonna have to sit you down. Oh, you're a sweet boy, but a little too chonky for your own good, and a little too much of a camera hog, I would say. But like I say, I feel like you're finding those real fine details with that person. So if you're not already in this relationship, you haven't already found this person, I feel like you have a really good picture of what this person is here. Maybe this person is a Page of Cups type person. So this be someone maybe a little younger, or at least young at heart here. Someone who keeps their eyes out for opportunities here. Like, they're always kind of like got their eye out for, like, you know, deals, got their eye out for sort of like things to enhance their life in some way here, which is great. That's just really awesome. So love it. That's really sweet. The Hermit and the Lovers cards are Virgo and Gemini's cards respectively. So you maybe that sign, that one of those signs is kind of like the person you're looking for. Could be a water sign too with that Page of Cups. Could be any sign, of course, as this is a general reading. But they could also be saying that those are in your chart as well. Maybe a Virgo or Gemini in your chart. And if you do, that means you're coming in a strong way too. So that's looking great. So let's take a look at some clarifiers here for you. See what we got going on. All right. What do we got here for you, Leo? We've got the Knight of Cups, the Hermit again, awesome, and the Five of Wands as well. So the Knight of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Hermit here, what we're really looking at here, especially like the attention is being drawn to that Hermit for sure, because with the Hermit here repeating, it's really telling us, like, pay attention to that. Pay attention that this is really you getting that idea. Like, I feel like that's like almost crystallized in your mind what this person looks like what this kind of like dream person looks like to you, the person you wish would come into your life. So I think that's really beautiful. That's really awesome, especially if you're a Virgo. That means you're coming in double the best, right? With that Knight of Cups now progressing too, this is really, it feels like this is kind of like your Prince or Princess Charming coming in for you. Someone who's going to really sweep you off your feet too. I feel like that's who you're aiming for, which is great. I love that as well. And with the Five of Wands, maybe there's a lot of competition for you in particular at this time. You know, maybe you're drawing in a lot of attention, or possibly saying that you're having a lot of rivals when it comes to kind of maybe you've got your eye on a specific person, and you know there's a lot of people out there maybe also interested in them. Speaking of people who love the camera and love being the center of attention, there's Journey popping in again. So let's take a look at some potential challenges you might be facing this week. See what we got going on here. All right, Aries, Leo. Geez, I just did Aries reading. Got them on the. That's okay. Before we go on, that's funny because I mentioned Aries because that was the first card that came out in their reading was Justice. That's pretty wild. So you got the Ace of Cups, Justice, and oh wow, the Sun too. Oh, the Sun is a really good card to get no matter what. But when it comes in your challenges, I feel like this is really nice because the Sun, even in like your challenges, is still like really good happiness. Like the Sun represents the most extreme version of happy, the most extreme version of positivity, the most extreme version of, everything kind of going your way. But where it's in your challenges, it isn't that, but it's still, because it's so powerful, it can't be denied. It's still happiness. It's still good times. So that's really beautiful to see that that's here as well. With Justice and the Ace of Cups here as well in your challenges, just telling us that, may not feel like things are fair, where, it feels like maybe you feel this connection with this person at this time, where it's like, oh, it's undeniable on my end. Why is it not undeniable on their end, right? Because maybe for them, they're not seeing as much for you. Like they're not, like maybe their person in their mind isn't as well defined, right? Like right here, oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups so bad all of a sudden. But with the two hermits here, you definitely have it well defined in your mind, like who this person is, like, and you're seeing it, like you're seeing this person that you're going after now as well. For them, it might not be that case. Like they might not have sat down and been like, this is what my ideal person looks like. This is who I want to be with, right? This is all the traits and stuff. So it may not seem fair because you're connecting with them so well, but they're not connecting with you, right? So just got to bear with this. With the Ace of Cups here, you can have some overflowing negative emotions because of that, right? Maybe, you can feel kind of dejected and stuff. I've been there too. Don't worry. Happens to all of us. So nothing to worry about. But the key here, though, with the Sun is I feel like you're still feeling those positive emotions because you're getting to interact with this person regardless. So let's clarify this here. Justice is Libra's card as well. So maybe dealing with the Libra, may have Libra in your chart too. So let's see what we got here for you. What kind of challenges do we have? We got the Page of Wands. You got the Temperance here. And the Lovers again. Look at that. Yeah, there's definitely some conflict with love here. I love that the Lovers came out with the Sun here. That's really beautiful. Because I feel like that's, again, like there's happiness here because you definitely on your half of things, and that's how it was played out as well. It's like this Lover card's on your energy, your half of the table. You're definitely feeling happiness. You're definitely feeling the connection for sure. With Temperance here, try not to be too close-minded or too narrow in your view of what the situation is. Open your eyes to kind of what's going on, right? You may feel like there's a connection there for sure because you're so well defined, but maybe they're not connecting with you for some reason, right? Have you been, kind of open enough with them? Have you kind of been talking enough with them? And that doesn't necessarily mean to just start spewing everything at them and try to overwhelm and love bomb them. But with Temperance, it's telling us to be experimental, take a step back, kind of examine the situation and try to find a different path here. With that Page of Wands, that might be somebody who, like we were talking about with these rivals back here with the Five of Wands, could be that Page of Wands. So that could be a fellow fire sign, so an Aries or Sagittarius or another Leo too, of course, here at this time. Or this could be saying that it's kind of a challenge to get this person's attention, right? There's a lot of fires burning behind them, right? There's all these different ideas, these sparks of energy of, passion here behind them. So this might be a case of you have to really stand out. You have to really show them that, you're serious about this, or that you came to the table ready to play, or you're serious, or how serious you are about this. And, of course, you don't want to come off don't want to come off as a crazy person because that might scare them off too. But you got to show them, give them a reason for them to be like, oh yeah, I definitely want to be with Leo, right? So let's take a look at your outcome cards, see what we got here for you. Before we do, just as a little new thing I'm doing here, in the description of the video, there's going to be a weekly song down there. Maybe something you want to check out after the reading. Go give that a listen to. Maybe that's going to be an old favorite or a new favorite, right? I listen to a lot of different stuff, so you're going to get, I think this week I put down a Frank Sinatra song, which if anybody who knows me is watching this knows, that's they'll probably be like, really? Really, Frank Sinatra? I usually listen to something a bit heavier than that. So, but still, I love that song. But here we are. We got the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the 4 of Cups here for your outcome cards. 10 of Pentacles. I love seeing the 10 of Pentacles here, because the 10 of Pentacles is about leaving a legacy behind. And, I always look at legacies, not just in a respect of like, of course, with the Pentacles as like a financial thing, like it's material world, it's the material wealth. But I look at it as also, you leave a legacy on the world is like starting a family, right? A family tree, you know, your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents, all the way back, all the way back, are part of a legacy. Continuing the family, right? And I look at the Ten of Pentacles as like you're gonna have a legacy here in the future. Hopefully with this person too. I see with the Ace of Wands here, there's definitely this connection for sure. Like there's a spark here, absolutely, with that Ace of Wands, like that spark of energy, that spark of passion. You know, the Ace of Wands is in the hands of the Page of Wands. Like it's like we've kind of moved on to here where like the ace is in your hands as well now, so it's almost as if you both are sharing this. So I think that's really beautiful as well. With this Four of Cups, I feel like you're very future minded, very much daydreaming about like what the future is going to be because of this connection. Maybe daydreaming about the legacy you're going to leave behind. Maybe maybe you're going to have kids with this person, or you're at least thinking about it, right? Of course a little early for that, especially where we're kind of here in the early goings of it, right? We're not even, we haven't even started dating this person by the looks of things, but it's still, it's fun to daydream. It's fun to think about and fantasize about, right? So no harm in that, as long as we're not, jumping the gun and being like, let's have kids. We've only been on 2 dates, right? So let's take a look at some clarifiers here for you, Leo, and see what we got. Then we're going to tie everything off with your oracle message. And what do we have for Leo here? All right. We got the Seven of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Wands here. I love this Nine of Wands in particular because the Nine of Wands generally is depicted as someone being hurt, someone who has been damaged, someone who doesn't want to be hurt anymore. So they build up this wall. Here with this Nine of Wands, however, we see you relaxing, you having leisure time, you being able to just have fun here. These wands here, a part of this tree, are a little more organic, a little more loosey-goosey, like they kind of grew wherever, right? And I feel like that's kind of what's going to happen with this relationship. It's going to be very organic. It's going to be very playful. It's going to be very fun, and you're going to grow in a very positive way here. With that Six of Swords here as well, we're into the calm air now. Like we came out of the turbulent air, that's all this in the middle, and we're into the calm air here in the future. And with the Seven of Cups, like I feel like the future is open-ended for you here with this person, with this relationship. Like there's a lot of different ways it can go. And I feel like it's however you want to go, especially with that Nine of Wands, like we were just talking about, where you see they didn't all just kind of grow straight up. They've gone every which way here. So I feel like the door's open, and there's a lot of creativity, and there's a lot of a wild open path here for you, whichever way you and this person want it to go. So let's take a look at your oracle card here, tie everything off. Hope this has been helping out. Hope this has been resonating. If it has, you hit that like button down below. Helps out the channel a ton. You can subscribe as well. That also helps out the channel. Also helps you out too, because then you can find these videos a lot easier every week. So let's take a look and see what we got for your oracle card here, Leo. All right. We got the Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings, number 64. Let's take a look here. A little too far. Still a little. There we go. The Wasp Spirit. Not all that the if I could read. Not all that spirit creates in nature is easy to love, but when we look through the eyes of the Wasp Spirit, we recognize that even though sometimes life stings, there is a purpose for the pain, just as there is a purpose for wasps in the natural world. Wasps keep insect populations down, supporting the growth of plants, right? And we're talking about kind of that growth here with that Nine of Wands, right? So too, the sting of life may hurt you, and it may feel deeply disappointing or even resentful that Wasp Spirit has shown up, but you will soon come to see that the Spirit has something wonderful in store for you. You may well come to realize that being stung led to something far better that you had envisioned for yourself. Perhaps behind the scenes, the Wasp Spirit was conspiring with Spirit to ensure that you would grow something of value to you. The the Wasp Spirit was conspiring with Spirit to ensure that you could grow something of value to you. Spirit has a plan, and the Wasp Spirit plays a part. Have you ever looked back and been glad your prayers weren't answered? Answered because the path you took led to something far better? Wasp Spirit is a reminder to reflect on those times, for today's sting may hurt, but something better awaits you. Now, that's an interesting little tidbit on the end of this reading here, because a lot of how I was seeing this was you're heading in a positive direction with this person. And I guess a lot of what we can see here, especially where we have like temperance here in the middle, and justice, and we're talking about how that's not fair and stuff. We were talking about how come they're not feeling this connection, but you are. I feel like for some of you, that's going to be, I feel like for some of you, you are going to connect with this person as I was reading this as we go along. But I feel like for some of you as well, maybe you won't have that connection, but it's also going to lead to something better. Like this person may feel like they're the right one for you. They're the correct connection. They're the person you want to be with, of course, right? But I feel like you're going to lead to something better down the road. Like you look at this and you're like, this person's my soulmate. They got to be it. But I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you're heading for someone even better than this. So that's beautiful. So I think that's really great. I think that sting, for those of you who do end up with this person, is the sting of like how much it took to get them to kind of come around to you, right? To kind of open your mind up and open up the discourse between the two of you and kind of talk and eventually find yourself there, Leo. But for others, I feel like this is going to sting that maybe this connection is going to happen, but we are moving towards something more beautiful here on the horizons, which like that's even better, right? So I hope that helped you out. Hope that resonated with you, Leo. If you want to help out the channel, you can hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you can find me easier every week. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos after this one, and I'll see you in the next video.